You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, King Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Love and Hip Hop After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Love and Hip Hop After Show.
Hey.
What?
You gonna break into a rap?
I know, I really want to, though. Like, hold on. Hey, doing love in hip-hop, what? Turn it up, what? They don't want it, they don't want it. What's up, y'all? It's Megan's for doing it. We are doing Season 2, Episode 6 of Love and Hip Hop, Making a Scene. I'm your host, Nicolette Gaona, and of course, my right-hand man over here, Jesse Janedy in the building.
What up? We have a lot to talk about this episode.
So excited to talk about this episode. This was just so much drama, so much tea, so much down low. Okay, and we know what that is.
Who are we going to talk about first?
Let's talk about Scrappy. I mean, the EOE.
End of engagement.
Like, what was Mama D thinking?
First of all, how are you going to, you know your son's coming back to the house.
Right.
He's bringing all his stuff over. So how are you going to have a cake?
And why are you going to have Shay?
And why is Shay there?
Like, that's,
it
first
looks
of all,
really desperate.
So desperate. And Shay, I mean, I feel like Shay really didn't know Scrappy was coming. She knew.
Didn't know?
I think she knew. She knew.
Yeah, that's why the cake was there.
No, because she was saying at the beginning that Mama D didn't tell her. Like, remember when she was telling him that he's coming over?
She's full of shit. That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, she knew that he was coming. And so he walks up in the building, and he just got into town. Like, why is he really going to want to walk into this situation as soon as getting into town? Like, if he's him, he won't want to go home and just relax and not do anything. But you're over here throwing this in his face already.
And then stressing Shay to come up on you like,
right.
No, girl, bye.
And if I was Shay, I would have felt super awkward, which she did, and that's what she looked like. A desperate hoe struggle. Okay,
she said,
that's
we're here to
call
celebrate. And she was like, celebrate what? She said, coming into the castle.
Like, what?
And then she's sitting there talking about, like, I've been done that. I'm taking a break. I don't need that. You know,
with Shay and Traci, yeah.
Yeah, well, no, that's what Shay's saying to Mama D at that moment.
Right,
but it's
right.
like, girl,
but it's like,
why were you there then?
Exactly.
If you really are still over, why are you still there?
Right.
Kicking it with his mama. Like, really? Is she that cool? I'm sure she is cool, but, like, that cool? Like, you ain't got no other friends?
Yeah, and it's just, that's just not the place to be in. That's not a situation that you need to be in. You shouldn't be there while they're arguing about another girl and an engagement with his daughter. Like, that's just not the right place for her. So I was like, girl needs to go.
And I wonder how close Shay and Traci really are. For them to all of a sudden just be
like, where is this even coming from? Like, when
we haven't
y'all know
talked
each
for
other?
years, but you know, since this show's around, we gonna be friends again.
Right.
In other words, I don't want to be friends with Mama D no more, so I need to find another storyline to hop on.
Right, because that's the only thing that she has, and that is so true. Poor Traci, got to deal with that.
And you said that you seen pictures of Erica and Scrappy still, right?
Right. So.
Well, apparently, I seen on Gossip that Scrappy and Shay were hanging out at like some bowling alley or something recently.
Who cares? Boop. Don't matter.
Well,
like,
just take the pill, get rid of the gonorrhea, and just say bye to her. Stop it, Scrappy.
Okay, we have no time for hoes.
What are you
and that's the thing,
doing?
Traci, you over here like, we don't want no hoes. We don't. Shay was on Flavor of Love. Traci, what you doing?
Second of all, Traci, you hate hoes and video vixens so much, but you kicking it with Shay?
Like, what is that? It don't make sense. So I'm just, throwing that out there.
That seems very forced.
Very forced. And the conversation was very forced, as we saw. Same shit, different day. You know what I mean? Oh.
And then Scrappy went and talked to his dad.
Yes.
Which I kind of feel like you were going through it, like talking about players. Or we players.
Yes.
But I just feel like Scrappy's dad is. I agree with him. I think the mother is doing the most at the moment.
Obviously, the mother is the problem. She's the
Hence why
problem.
they're not together anymore. But at the same time, I don't know how influential his father is with him. I don't know. I was over it.
Me
Girl,
too.
You have the giggles or something.
Yes. Let's move on to the next one because obviously I feel like that is just going to keep on
Speaking about
circling.
baby daddies.
Yeah, it's just going to be circling and circling. We saw Mimi and Stevie meeting up. It was just a little clip, you know, nothing too serious.
Nothing too serious.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, it's a lot to talk about, but I want to get to Rasheeda
Stevie is crazy,
first.
though. Oh, all right.
Yeah, I do want to get into Rasheeda because she's the one with the seed.
All right, then we'll get into Mimi because my issue, I had a big issue with that thing, but go ahead.
Okay, what?
With Mimi and Stevie meeting.
Oh, yeah, no, there was lots to talk about with that.
She was talking about Joseline. I don't want her around the baby. Okay, I get that. But then you also bringing these random dudes around who, I mean, we don't even know now if they straight or not.
Oh, right. Well, no, yes, we have to say that to the end because we have way too much shit to talk about with that. Kirk and Rasheeda, poor thing.
I feel
Poor
bad for
thing.
Rasheeda.
I mean, that would just be horrible. And being married with somebody, you get pregnant, and he's just like, I was waiting for our son to turn 18 so I could leave. Like, I'm not trying to, that's really what it was. Like, and it's just like, dang, like, you would, and he only
She
14.
pulled a Joseline. Damn.
Damn. That's how you're going to do me like that? Like, now you don't want me to have this kid? Like, I mean, totally disrespected her.
And it's funny because last season I feel like we all were like Team Kirk and felt bad for him as the manager role.
Right.
And then it's like this season, you feeling yourself. I mean, you in other people's storylines. Like,
Right. Like, he just
kicking it.
bouncing around the courts to all these different storylines, trying to be this man to, like, well, maybe he's just trying to man up because K. Michelle's getting him all this shade. You know what I mean?
Maybe my thing is like you planning to stay around till your baby turns 18 and then bounce. That sounds pretty suspect to me.
Yeah. And
If there's like about 5 things that are questioning about your sexuality, I don't know, sir.
yeah. So basically,
And then he just left her in that room.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, he was just like, well, good luck with it. Like, have fun. And I'm just like, what?
Or
That
he
is
could just
so
be a typical
horrible.
dude.
You know, there's too many typical players up in this thing. I am so sick of all these players. Y'all suck.
They just are over flooding the show.
I don't get it. I do not get it. Especially number 1 player, Drew. Like, bringing hoes, literally, as soon as they were even on film, we were like, oh, here come the hoes. Like, Traci ain't gonna be feeling this. Like,
It's like, all right, here are 3 girls. Maybe it could, and I will say it might be editing. Probably not, but it might be editing.
I hope
We
it's
can't rule it
editing.
out. We
I
cannot
hope.
fully rule it out. But how are you gonna have these girls in there? They didn't show us any of the, like, you know, questions about their resume or have
Right.
you ever worked in retail before? You know, like, have you ever managed a store? I mean, it was like, I work at Hooters, and you noticed her tramp stamp, like.
right, like,
First
I'm
of
a
all, that's
model.
inappropriate, period. You shouldn't be going into an interview and I can see your ass stamp.
And I'm
like,
so mad when girls say, oh, you know, I do music videos, not a video vixen. You know you're a video vixen, okay? Let's just get this real and let's get this straight, okay? You over here in rap videos doing the most, you are a video vixen. I don't care what you got to say. Okay, I couldn't say if it was 1 video, but you over here on your application, it says 1, 2, 10 different videos, up to 20 different videos. Girl, I'm sorry, you are getting yourself twisted. You're a video hoe. I don't care what nobody says.
and then on top of it, after the girls were all, you know, standing up, and that girl had the balls to ask her,
Right.
are you his girlfriend? Ooh, that's why I think it was kind of set up.
Really?
I kind of think it was set up because it's like, who would ever go into an interview and be like, feel like they have the place to say that? Like, this girl was interviewing you.
Right. Like, you're a freaking, like, that's just crazy.
It is crazy. And,
If I was Traci, I would have really ran over there.
No, I wouldn't have ran over there because I'm
would
kind of
have.
upset with Traci because I wish she never bugged out the way she did, because then the other girls were like,
makes
oh,
her-
you're a hater. Like, she should have just been like, let the girls sit quiet and like talk ish about them in front of them, but then to dismiss them, I get why she wanted to dismiss them, but you should have did that first instead of talking about them. in front of them, because that gets them riled up. Now y'all both riled up, and now you sitting here and Drew's holding you back. And it just comes, honestly, it's just like you can totally see she still loves this man.
That's crazy.
Because you're just dipping yourself too much into the team.
Right. It's like too much. And Drew's just not giving a crap. He doesn't care.
After everything she says, can I get that money?
Yeah.
Can I get that money?
I still need that money. I still need money. You obviously don't care about anything else but
Nope.
your damn money. So why are you even going to be giving him this money and teaming up with the store? We see her meet up with her sister.
Oh, God.
And, you know, her sister's basically like, that is not a good idea. Business does not mix with pleasure. It definitely doesn't mix with family, which I believe, you know, unless it's like a, you know, from a little kid as a family all the way growing up as a business. But like starting off,
Right.
y'all ain't even together, but y'all have a kid. Like, that's just war.
But then my thing is, Traci, like, when you have to keep justifying things for somebody, you still are in love with them. She goes, well, you know, Drew has a very successful business track.
What?
Well, if he does, why is he coming to you for $25,000?
That's what I'm saying.
If he's so successful,
It's like, girl, you know you just want to be in the mix because you want to be in the mix. You still want to know what he's doing.
which, okay, I still get because the baby called her another name.
Right. That's crazy.
And that mentally could really do some things. And she probably feels like she just needs to strangle a bitch. I get it.
Right. Yeah. But I think she'd be well set off if she just totally.
You trying to raise it for your kid. That's 25. Give it to me, girl. I will raise you money, and then I'll take 10% off of what I get you off $25,000.
Okay.
You want an investment deal? Forget Drew, girl. Call me. Hit me up on Twitter.
Before we get into anything else, I want you guys to go to iTunes, rate and comment. You know, get us up into that top 10.
Leave us 5 stars and
Yes.
subscribe to us.
Rate us, please. Please do
Wait,
it.
all right, and then we gotta do our viewer of the week.
Oh yes. Okay.
So every week when you guys watch, we need you guys to read the filth out of these people on this show. If you guys give us the best comment, we're going to give you a shout out on the show. And I have to give it to Curious George 85, who said, Shay Mack looks like Darla from Finding Nemo. He had me dying.
Oh, yeah.
Joey N, shout out to you, and just read my book again.
Oh, all right. Well, there you have it. So Stevie and Joseline and Shay Mack.
Let's talk about Shay Mack.
Yes.
That's quick.
You know, Stevie's trying to be a rescuer and trying to save another woman with money, okay? Which I'm just like, you know, I wish this could be like a brother and sister type of relationship. Like, I could totally see that.
I can see it too.
You know? But I can't see how he's really into her like that. Like, I just don't get it. I'm like, okay, at first I thought he was...
Oh.
Well, here's the thing. I've been hearing a lot about money.
Oh.
And I'm not going to... Here's the thing. I know you guys don't want things justified, right? So I learned that from you guys.
Oh, what a good man Phil's doing.
I know.
He's
I know,
listening.
like-
I am listening. I'm listening. So the only thing I will say is this. Here at AfterBuzz TV, you guys get your... Can I say shit?
Yeah.
I own the network, right?
Ours is
I'll say
explicit.
shit. You guys get your shit for free, right?
Right.
You download it, guess what? I got nothing in my effing pockets. Why? Because it all goes to this damn place. So guess what? I'm happy with that. I'm happy to do it. We do, what, 70 shows a week, basically. Here's the only thing. You guys continue to rate and comment for these guys, but now the more important thing is Adventures of Serial Buddies, a movie that Kevin and Maria produced, starring Maria, a whole slew of talent, Christopher Lloyd, Christopher McDonald, Artie Lang, Beth Bears, I mean, God, the list goes on and on. Go to iTunes while you're listening to the show and buy it. That's all we really want you to do.
Support AfterBuzz.
I mean, it's dirt cheap. It really is, by the way. You know what I mean? And let your friends know. Spread the word. It really, again, that's what'll keep this place going. And you do that, A, you get to enjoy a movie, and B, we can continue this for free.
Woo!
Do you really want us to charge you $3 per after show? I'm never gonna let that happen, but I might go broke.
Right.
So let's be real, people. Go Adventures of Serial Buddies on iTunes, out today.
Woo!
So don't wait.
And AfterBuzz is such a cult classic that if you love us, you will love Serial Buddies. It's hilarious. And it is definitely a cult classic, so check us out.
All right.
Do it. Thank
Enjoy
you,
the rest of your
Phil.
show.
All right, we will.
I'm so mad at the music. But
I know. I
love
was
it.
like, how do I like what?
Phil's burping?
I know. I was like,
Actually, I thought it was Marissa, honestly,
know.
and I was like, Marissa?
I'm like, who is I was like, hold on. I know he was talking about Shay Mack, but like, I didn't
That's
know
some
it was
music
gonna,
from the
like,
show, or not from the movie, by the way.
The theme for, oh.
Oh. It's a great movie. Okay. No, like, I mean, like.
I got you, girl.
Okay, so
That burp really threw you off.
it really did because I thought Shay Mack was in the building. I was like, hold on, where's this girl coming? Where's she
this like Brutus.
like she was gonna pop up out of somewhere, and I was just like, what? All right.
Download, rate, subscribe.
Yeah. So what I was saying is, you know, they look like they have like this brother and sister relationship.
Oh, and so
Which I was hoping for, but Stevie is obviously wanting to get with her, and I just don't get it. 'Cause
I get it. Here's where I get it.
Hold on, can I say something?
Go ahead, go ahead.
So let me
I
finish,
just can't.
because at first I was like, okay, he was like starting to go with Joseline after me. I'm like, oh, why is he with Joseline? So then I got used to like Joseline. I'm like, okay, you know, she cute, you know, she pretty. I could see them together. And then I'm like, out of the corner, this Shay Mack girl's coming in the business. I'm like, what? Not with the, no, no.
Okay, so my thing is I realize Stevie's personality. Stevie, and like, I know you've heard of like the saying like guys think with their dicks.
Yeah.
Stevie literally, this is like an actual example of this. Stevie literally only thinks with his penis.
That's crazy.
And now here's how it works. I've been paying attention. As he thinks with his penis, he knows exactly what facial expressions he needs to make and what words need to come out of his mouth. Mm-hmm. Because he done said to Mimi, a toast to our future. I never give up. What are you not giving up on? You literally said the same exact thing to Joseline the other.
Well, and tonight. Well,
that's
just
what I'm
tonight,
saying.
yeah.
Four clips into it, you're talking to Joseline, talking about to us, baby.
To us, like-
And, I can't. What do you, like, in his mind when he's with Mimi, and I feel like he really means it, because I feel like he can connect with different people. So he's sitting there with Mimi, and he's really telling her everything that anyone would want to hear.
Right.
But you're all talking no game unless the game has to do with your penis.
That's so, he really
Like,
is.
Shay Mack, you put a damn trash bag over...
Paper bag.
No, a trash bag, because I don't want to be looking at all them tattoos.
And
just wrap it around the waist and deal with her. I mean, she has a gorgeous ass.
Right. Not really, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it was okay. I mean, it's a big ass. That's pretty much it. I don't know about if it's.
All right, yeah, it's not
beautiful.
gorgeous. I
Okay,
was
it's
doing
just
the
big.
most.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, gorgeous. Like, gorgeous behind. I'm like, no, we've seen other pretty ones. That one don't
You're
look
right.
too
But I mean,
ripe.
hers
Okay,
looks
it
like,
don't
you
look
know,
ripe.
like that, the really fun ride at the carnival.
That looked like a haunted mansion. Okay.
I mean, it don't look
looked
like
a
Disney World
haunted
or
mansion with
nothing.
some cobwebs up in there. Okay, we ain't got time for no cobwebs.
It's the brick building on her chest.
Okay, like she one of those
right.
fantasy factors that you wouldn't want to go on because it might break. Okay. Let's just be real.
And then he goes and tells Joseline the same thing. Joseline don't want him around none of the girls.
Yes.
Which I feel, but it's like...
He doesn't want her to be, she doesn't want him to be in the studio with Shay Mack. She had these girls coming up to her saying that they was in the studio together. And I get it too. I understand. I mean...
But my other thing is, ladies, if you have pulled a man out of a relationship, he will probably be pulled away from you too.
That's so true. That's crazy. Well, and Joseline, like, she thinks she has him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's like, no, we need a toast to us. We don't need a toast to business. We need a toast to us.
But what's going to hurt her is when she realizes she is just another piece of meat.
I know.
Like,
She's
yeah,
really trying.
the poom poom real good now, but
like, it's
give
a
it
total
a couple
different side
years,
of
and
her.
then he gonna be on to the next.
On to the next. Younger, thicker.
Faster, better, stronger.
Yeah. Lasting longer.
Right. Okay, girl.
I tried it. It didn't work.
did.
Get your life. So, you know, I really want to end it with this whole DL situation.
Oh, God.
We are at Nico's video shoot. Mm-hmm. Mimi's, you know, boyfriend or boy toy, whatever he is to her. She invites K. Michelle and Adrian to come through the set. Oh, Arian. Anyway. Same thing. On set to visit her, you know, while she's getting her makeup and hair done. I'm just like, why are you getting your hair and makeup done in a conference room? First of all, I'm mad about that.
No, because who knows where they're shooting that. I'm not
care.
mad at that part.
I am.
Continue.
So, you know, I was mad at those jeans with those studs on. I'm like, what are you wearing? I'm sorry. I just had to pick out, like, you know, the whole outfit thing. Yeah, so K. Michelle's, you know, in here. They're playing the song. All of a sudden, I know everybody's been in this type of situation or at least heard of somebody in this type of situation. She like, hold on. Why is Johnny on this track rapping about girls? Like,
and it was so natural. It wasn't like, who was that? Oh.
It was really like, girl, he gay. Like, what the fuck? Like, hold on. Why is he on this track? Like, it was literally like she just knew what was up. Like, you know what I mean? So, mind you, when they're having this conversation, we have the DL boy listening on the conversation. First of all, if you're a real man, okay, you're not going to be outside the door listening to a conversation and wondering what the girls are talking about. Like, you obviously nosy, okay? Yeah, like, what are they saying? Like, obviously, there's something behind what you freaking out about.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum, like, boop, boop. Hey, what y'all talking about?
Yeah, exactly. That's
or you
exactly
would have came out and, like, confronted it head on and been like,
I wouldn't be surprised if there was boyfriends.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
like K. Michelle said, she said, rent is not that high in Atlanta for y'all to have a roommate, y'all to be roommates. And you was too old, first of all.
There is no time.
Secondly,
there's no time. Like,
I don't know. And I mean, Mimi went really hard with, no, I see Johnny.
Yeah, she's like, Johnny's with a lot of girls.
I know girls like that too. We were just talking about.
I have plenty of guy friends who hang out with plenty of beautiful women because they can be around them because beautiful women feel comfortable around them.
No, but I even know the girls that date the DL guy that he's no, not at all. Or is talking to the DL guy and you gotta be like, girl,
we all know, okay.
Reading Rainbow.
Right, like Mimi was really in that type of situation. And it's just so sad to see her in that type of situation because then she just looks like she's dating another just trash, like.
So, ready for this. I feel like, and she bugged out, but I kind of understand why she bugged out because I think she kind of believes it.
Oh.
And here's why. I think she believes it because Arian even was like, my friends would say the same thing. Like, it was without a doubt.
And then this is the obvious, like, Arian was on the
yeah, like
I caught that because you already know, like, we just need to start looking at something else because we already know where this is about to go, and we about to just turn our head because we know it's the truth, and we don't want to admit that's the truth. All right?
Yes. So she was like, starts flipping out. And I get it because now, again, it looks like, okay, you went from one bad relationship, which was embarrassing. I mean, last season, it was like...
Embarrassing.
Yeah, it's just like, Mimi, what are you doing? And still, what are you doing?
And it's still embarrassing.
Now, with Nico, it's like, oh, how you... Because at first, I was like, you really can't top Stevie J. Well, girl, you done topped it. And
you're running around with a DL, man.
And come on, here's the other reason. I mean, I know some... aggressive dudes, but the way they were coming at K. Michelle, it was so, like, strategically gay, like, we're gonna read her for a foul.
Right, like, but in a man way, like, we're gonna be like, so what you talking about? Why
towel.
Yeah, like, I'm aware. Like, obviously, you really enjoyed that photo to be blasting that out, okay? Secondly...
Why are you making subtle comments? We were having a full-out conversation.
Secondly, K. Michelle didn't even bring it up when they was all out there. John, or what's his name? Whatever. Johnny, he was the one that brought it up and was like, so you over here talking, like, you know, that I'm gay and all these things. And K. Michelle was just like, well, I mean, like, she wasn't even coming at you hard.
Right.
Like, she wasn't even, like, even making a comment like that. She was literally just like, well, I mean, why are you talking about this right now? Like, you really want to talk about it? You really want to start talking about it? And then he just starts disrespecting her. And then homeboy, okay, his boyfriend, walking in the room like...
Yep, the head peacock, like, you ain't gonna talk to my man like that.
You ain't gonna talk to... You ain't about to talk about my boy like that, you know what I'm saying? Over here, slurring words. Matter of fact, you can just get out. Okay, princess?
Right, you didn't even address Mimi
okay, diva.
within that whole situation. your girl and been like,
Yeah.
yo, get your girls in line and get just
Or
tell your girl.
handle it like a
Come
man.
on,
Y'all
yes,
handle it
exactly.
like boys who are scared and afraid that someone's gonna find out that y'all are boyfriends. Okay.
Right.
Mimi, you better watch your back. Like.
I know, and Mimi just gave a career to some. To
So
two.
then, right. So then,
And
they're
then
leaving. Yeah.
Nico talking to K Michelle like, go ahead, girl. You want me to ruin your career? Boo, you don't even have a career.
Right.
Who-
What is your career, and why are you like looking like a pilot rapping? Like, I'm so mad about that. Like, wait, like, you over here, like, you might as well just give the directions on what you have to do when you're on an airplane. Like, what are you doing over here, like, rapping with a suitcase like you about to fly
I
an
get
airplane?
a flying in my Air Force One.
Like, that does not make me want to listen to your music or watch your video.
No.
You know? So.
I will say, though, K Michelle, sometimes, I mean, I don't agree with the way she handles things all the time, but she has been delivering this entire season.
Oh, she has. She's made it interesting. She has said what she thinks and knows.
And then going
Straight up.
a little bit into kind of predictions for next week, but the fact that Arian even stuck up for K Michelle
Yeah.
kind of says something.
Exactly. Because before that, they were not really on good
Mm-hmm.
terms. But the fact that she was actually there and was like, yo, like, you don't need to start yelling at me. Like, Mimi looked crazy.
Mm-hmm.
She looked like one of those girls like, no, my man is not. Like,
Right.
you know, like, no, he ain't. Like, da-da-da, like, going in for his life. And it's like, girl, didn't you just start dating him and you're not about to take our, like, backs? Like, I was pissed off
You know
about
what's
that.
so funny is Mimi didn't even say, oh, I wonder if it is all set up. Because then Mimi wasn't even saying nothing like, oh, every time I'm in a new situation, like, everything gets messed up.
Yeah, like, what are you
She said, every time I'm in a new scene, my scenes always get messed up. Go back and rewind it. I was very careful about hearing that. She said scenes. And it could be nothing. Maybe because you know what I mean. They do say like, you know, hang out. Evelyn, she'd be like, oh, I gotta go shoot scenes today. So maybe she's saying it like that, like just off the top. But I don't know.
I mean, that's just crazy. Well, because everything wants to be about K Michelle and K Michelle this. K Michelle is just speaking the truth and seeing what she's feeling.
Right.
Like, at the end of the day, that's a girl that I would want to be friends with. Like, girl, like, you need to get your life together. Even though I'd probably hate her, but I would love her at the same time.
You just have to put those type of people you got to put in check. It's like if you lived in New York, like you can say certain things to people without them getting so sensitive about it.
Yeah.
And I feel like K Michelle, I know she's not from New York, but it has that mentality of just like, I'm gonna say what it is.
Right.
And she is crazy. Like, let's not get it twisted. K Michelle is a little crazy. Like, well, no, she's crazy. But there's a way to
Yes.
control crazy.
Yeah. But I obviously really did, though, love K Michelle in that scene.
She was giving it.
She was. And I just cannot believe Mimi even went ahead and still did this video. Like, girl.
No, and you know what's so
shaking my
funny about that
head,
too is the
like-
fact that K Michelle pulled Arian back, and the mentality was like, "Girl, you know," what?" It was like, "You know what? We got to just let her do this one. She gonna be
Right.
mad at it, you know, however long it has to take to come out.
Right.
But we just gonna let them win this battle."
And Nico in these sweatpants with like this white tee, like with a beat. Like, what y'all both like, Dooney and Burke? Like, okay, Dolce and Gabbana. Like, y'all know y'all gonna be doing the ads together. Okay, let's just be real.
I can't with them.
Oh, let's get into predictions. There was a lot of
Your
predictions.
AfterBuzz
Like,
TV.
Not even that many predictions, but just,
It's just so much
going on
tea,
next
like-
week. I can't wait.
Joseline
Versus
and
Shay.
Shay Mack, they about to battle out. Like, poor Shay Mack, she is never gonna go nowhere. I just feel I just feel bad for her because like she obviously really wants to work with Stevie, but you're not about to work with him if Joseline's in the picture. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she just doesn't want to go. Period.
Right. So we have that situation. We have Mimi and K Michelle fighting it out. Mimi, you should just let your man go.
I think,
like,
yeah, and I feel like, is this how they're really gonna build up Mimi's storyline?
Right,
Yeah,
like-
you and K Michelle ain't gonna be friends now. That's
right.
That's stupid.
Dumb. And we have Rasheeda obviously going through some more issues.
But she gonna
Kirk
be happy because
wants-
now Mimi gonna go running over to Rasheeda talking about, and I can't believe K Michelle would do this,
Right.
and Rasheeda gonna be like, oh, I think your man's straight, right? And both of y'all can be happy with your gay deal, man.
Okay. And we also going to see Kirk basically telling her she needs to get rid of the kid, which that's a sensitive subject. Like,
Ooh, he make me want to throw this cup at the camera.
seriously, he's crazy. He is crazy. Well,
But
tune in for next week. Yeah. We'll have lots more to talk about, probably more to talk about tonight because, you know, it was crazy. Well, anyway, so I'm your host, Nicolette. Hope you enjoy the show tonight. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at _ no. It's Sensei _ DRC.
You need to change your Twitter name, girl. You never.
It's so complicated.
At DJ Jesse J.
Y'all have a good night.
Peace.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.